Let's work these examples. In this particular case, we have a grandfather clock, which can be approximated to a simple pendulum, runs slow. In order to make it run on time, we should make it longer or shorter. Okay, now if it runs slow, it means it takes a longer time for it to make the oscillation than needed. The time it takes to make an oscillation is what we call the period. And the period is given by T 2 pi square root of L over G. Now, to make the period shorter, to make it take a shorter amount of time, a lesser amount of time, then I need to reduce L. So we need to make the pendulum shorter. Now in this question here, a pendulum is hanging vertically from the ceiling of an elevator. Initially the elevator is at rest and the period of the pendulum is T. Now the pendulum is accelerating upwards. What happens to your apparent weight? Okay, when the elevator accelerates upwards, your apparent weight is going to increase. Remember, what the scale is going to read is going to be G plus A times your mass. What about the period of the pendulum? What's going to happen to it? Is it going to be greater than T, the same as T, or less than T? Equal to T, greater than T, or less than T? Remember, T is 2 pi square root of L over G. The fact that you are going to appear heavier, it means it's going to appear that G is larger. G is larger, that's here. Since it's in the denominator, that makes T smaller. So it's going to be less than T. Another way to get the same effect is to take the pendulum to a planet where there is a stronger or a higher value for the gravitational field G. Okay, since you know the length of the shoelace, so you can make a pendulum out of your shoes and the shoelaces. So the period of that pendulum is 2 pi square root of L over G. Your digital wristwatch, since it's not using a pendulum, it's using some electronics to provide the time, is going to give the correct time, no matter where you are. It can be on the moon or at the surface of the Earth. So you calculate what the period should be and measure it with a wristwatch, and from there you can determine if you are getting the correct G or the wrong G.